Okay, so for lesson 10.5, we're dealing with what are called parabolas. Alright, that is just a funny tongue-twisting kind of name for a figure that looks like this. Okay, and sometimes it's upside down, looks like that. Alright, all we're trying to do in this chapter, or this lesson, is figure out how to draw one. Okay, because I can draw one like that, but I don't know that it goes there, or, where it's going to end up going. I mean, it could be over here, it could be upside down there, and what we're doing then in this lesson is figuring out where in the world the parabola is going to be graphed. So what does an equation of a parabola look like? An equation of a parabola looks like a quadratic equation. And we just did some of those, remember, in the last section, when we have x squared minus 6x plus 5. Normally we have it equal to 0, but we're going to put it as equal to y. So, an x squared, an x, and nothing at all. Okay, so that's what we're going to do here. So we're going to graph that thing, and there's a couple different steps on how to graph it. One of the steps is this number right there is always where it crosses the y-axis. Okay, so let's move this over here. Okay, to where it crosses the y-axis. Alright, let's find out what else we can figure out. In order to find out the up and down line that goes through the vertex. So when we have a parabola like that, the bottom point right there is called the vertex, and there's a line that goes right through that. And what we're going to do next is find that dotted line right there. Okay, so what we do in order to find that dotted line is we take this part of the equation, or we take that right there. That equals the dotted line. Okay, so what does the B and what does the A represent? Alright, the B, or the A, is the number that's in front of the X. The B is the number that's in front of the X there. And if we ever need to, that's a C. Okay, but we're not going to need those for right now. So we've got a 1x squared minus 6x. So let's put in our B. Our B is negative 6. Okay, this negative here is that. This negative here is that. Okay, and that's going to be over 2 times the number in front of the x squared. So that's going to give me negative 6 is positive 6 over 2, which equals 3. Okay, so I know that my up and down line is going to go through 3. And that 3 is the 3 on the x-axis. It's not the 3, okay, it's not this one here. Okay, it's always the up and down when we're dealing with parabolas. Alright, so I found some things to be true here. Okay, so let's keep going. Alright, so I found a couple things. I found this point here and this line there. Now notice this point here is 1, 2, 3 over there, which means there's another point right there, 3 over that way. So we'll go ahead and put that one there. Okay, now we need to find a dot on this line here that ends up being the part where our parabola turns and goes back up. So it turns direction. Okay, so that's what we're going to look at now. So let me put that original equation back up there for you, because it's kind of off to the side. X squared minus 6x plus 5 equals y. Okay, that was the original one there. So we found a couple different things. Now we need to find the bottom of this, or the what's called the vertex, the turning point, where it turns. It's going to turn somewhere on this blue dotted line, but we're not sure if it's there or there or there. So that's the next part. So we're going to find out exactly where it has as its lowest point. And we do that by taking this 3 and putting it in the original equation. 3 times 3 is 9, minus 18, plus 5. 9 minus 18 is negative 9, plus 5 is negative 4. So at 1, 2, 3, 4, there's the point. Now I have 3 points. 1, 2, 3. And I can draw my parabola, and I'm done. So that is kind of a nice way of just being able to draw that using that method I just showed you. So hopefully that'll just give you a better explanation maybe than the last video that I did.